Hello everyone, my name is Bryony Sier from Merthyr Tydfil in South Wales, and I'm just going to be telling you guys a little bit about my musical journey and a little bit about my life story as well. I am a singer-songwriter and guitarist, and I've been performing at gigs now for about 12 years. I started learning guitar when I was 12, and at the time I was going through a bit of bullying at school. My auntie could see that I was really not in a good place, and she offered to give me lessons because she played guitar herself and she's a songwriter. I went to that first lesson. I bought my first guitar, and there was a little pink guitar with a little love art in the front. As time went on, I would come home, I would be practicing constantly. I'd look up YouTube videos. Ben Howard is a big inspiration of mine. He does the finger picking stuff on the guitar. I think it's incredible. So I was really inspired by him. In school, I wouldn't do nothing. I wouldn't enter anything. I wouldn't put my name down for anything. I just wanted to get through the experience because it was so awful. And I think high school can be either the best 5 years of your life, or it can be the worst. And for me, it was the worst because I lost all my confidence. But I knew that I wanted to keep playing music because that's what got me through school in the first place. I needed to get my emotions out, but I couldn't speak about it. So writing it down and turning it into a song was, you know, easier for me. The first song I ever wrote is this one. It was called Just Dream. I wrote it in 2011, October 2011 to be exact. It sounded like, the opening line to it sounded like Chasing Cars. So maybe I was actually like listening to a lot of Chasing Cars when I was younger by Snow Patrol. I don't know. I come up with a melody first and then I put lyrics to it. But I've always struggled more with lyrics because sometimes you need to be in a certain mood to actually feel like writing. Whereas with a melody, like you can just be playing about with some chords on the guitar and then all of a sudden something will come to you. Then I went to college, but I just found it really difficult. And one thing I was going to mention in this video is mental health, because I know so many young people and adults are going through it, and it's a horrible thing when you're trapped inside your own head. I struggled so much in school, and I think with anxiety, and I didn't even realise what it was, and I didn't realise how much damage had been done to me. I just felt so lost and disconnected from everyone. I also started to notice that I was looking in the mirror a lot during classes. It was like an obsession that came out of nowhere. It was like I had to keep checking I looked okay, even though I didn't feel okay in myself anyway, and it'd make me feel 100 times worse whenever I did give in to that thought. So I decided to Google some things myself, and I eventually found something that said body dysmorphia, and I'd never heard of it before. So I clicked on it, and then I read over what the symptoms were for that, and every single thing it was saying I could relate to, and I knew I was like, that's me, like that's exactly what I'm dealing with. All the professionals I've been to, they've all mentioned body dysmorphia to me and social anxiety, so they are the things that I have been dealing with. And as a musician, it's been very difficult because with music, you're front and centre. You've got to put on a show. You meet loads of different people in the industry. And obviously, because I struggled so much to communicate with people and hold eye contact, I struggled a lot. But every single gig that I did, it helped me in some way. Even the ones that were super tough, it really does make you stronger. Every gig experience I've had, I've learned something from it in some way. Despite the anxiety, despite the body dysmorphia, I'm able to get up on stage and sing to people. It's the most rewarding thing if you are dealing with something that's really, really difficult. Like, never ever give up, because there is always hope, and it might seem really bad now, but it won't be forever. And that's something that I've learnt. I'm still on a journey, and it's still really hard because I've still got those things that I'm dealing with. I've come a long way in the last 2 years. I get inspired by lots of different things. And I'd say what inspires me as well is listening to other artists. I'm inspired by my family a lot, and I am quite a family orientated person, so family is everything to me. I was a personal assistant for my nan. She was the main carer for my grandpa who had frontal lobe dementia. He passed away, and it's been such an emotional time for the family because he was the family man. We'd have barbecues every Saturday. He would always bring the family together. He was an amazing person, and he was also a massive music fan, and he used to call me his little superstar, and he encouraged me and taught me to be brave. My first open mic night, he was saying we should go together, me, you and Chris, my stepdad. I messed up the first song, but I seen his face and I thought, you know what, I can either run away in this moment and just start crying of embarrassment, or I can stick it out and make him proud. And I did. I stuck it out as hard as it was. And the next one's Stay Love. It got really difficult when he had to stop coming to gigs, and it just felt so weird without having him there, because it was like we were the three amigos, and all of a sudden it was like he was missing. It just wasn't the same. When I was a personal assistant for night, I was doing that for about 2 years. I was mostly going up my nan's during the week, maybe once or twice a week, sitting with my grandpa. I spent a lot of time with him. He lost his language and mobility skills. It was really, really hard for everyone who had to see him like that. Is it raining? It's raining. Obviously, since lockdown, I haven't been able to gig, but hopefully next year will be a better one. And I know something that's helped me was Facebook Lives. So, a couple of minutes to go, and then I'll be going live. And I'm just freaking out. I got my little setup ready and everything. Rotate your phone. Well, I think it's live anyway. I don't really know what to do. But that's helped me as well during lockdown because it's kept me busy. And something else I was doing was I applied for this global music match, and I got selected as one of the 6 artists from Wales. And basically this was like a big project bringing all musicians together. We had to go on loads of Zoom meetings, and obviously Zoom is becoming the new social thing now. And I thought, oh my gosh, now lockdown's coming into place, what am I going to do with myself? Like, what am I going to... Music is all I know how to do, so what am I going to do if I can't actually play gigs and do what I love to do? But there were ways around it, and I do think that, things will start to pick up again.
Take a good look around, so many faces in the crowd. We all live for today, dream for tomorrow to come.